Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Beside me is my Dynamite co-host, Derek. Also beside me is Sean Hubbard, representing HW Weekly. This is a HW Weekly Everything Pro Wrestling Clash of the Podcast. You get the all-star team today, all right? For the next 2 nights, you're going to get the all-star team. You got all 3 of us. This is triangle offense right here. This is what we're about to do.
Scotty!
We are talking WrestleMania 42, Night 1. I'm going to have a poll go up. I just want to see how the chat is feeling. You guys can put how you feel in the options in there.
Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I got it right here for us. So we'll see the results here momentarily, but I don't know, man. I'm going to be interested to see what people thought.
We have a lot of good to great because tonight was excellent.
We'll see about that. But get in there. Let us know. Something in the chat so we can give you guys a shout out here momentarily. And we're happy to be here. It's WrestleMania season. I hope everyone's having a good time. I hope you've been enjoying all the shows. And as me and Sean I feel like we're rounding like second, going towards third right now for our content. We're getting there. And I need Sean to say his patented line that we say on Clash.
You already know what it is, man. Happy to be here with my guy Derek and my brother Conrad. Please, my friends, drop that thing.
Everybody, come on in. Come on in. It's time to talk WrestleMania. You know what time it is. We'll make it through this. It's going to be an interesting show. I'm curious to see how this is going to go because when we were talking, it's going to be interesting. But that's what you guys are here for. Hit the like button if you want to support Everything Pro Wrestling. Make sure you guys go over to HW Weekly. I don't know what Derek does. Tell Derek he's great somewhere in the chat.
He's a father and a scholar is what he does.
Yeah, that's right. He's a coach too. So
there you go.
Yeah, support Derek's coaching habits. Is that ice, bro? Looks like a brick. Drinking a brick of ice. I don't know if you guys can see. It looked like milk right there. Just straight up ice. I was like, you all right there? But yeah, we're gonna be talking WrestleMania Night 1. We got some folks in the building. Let's give a shout out to Clown in the house, whose first comment was, huh? That's how I felt.
Queasy, 1-3-Z, 4-2-easy.
Rob in the house, he said, sheesh.
What up, Rob?
Miracle.
I'm searching for a miracle. Believe the impossible.
Appreciate you, Miracle. Welcome in, brother. We got Matt Lopez in the house.
And Leezy, Fo, Cheesy. Hello, good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good Saturday. We hope you had a good Saturday, my brother.
Yes. Man, look at this. Deanna. Oh, all my guys. What's going on, Deanna?
We're here. I'm fired up, too.
MJB in the place to be. He said, okay, job by the talent. What up, ladies and gents? Appreciate
MJB
you.
In the place to be in this dancery.
AEW Fan Hub, hello all. The only match the Everything Pro Wrestling Hub Discord community predicted incorrectly was the main event. How did you do? Pretty much same. Same for me.
Yes. How you doing, AEW? Appreciate you.
Or actually, no, I got 2 wrong. I lied. Vinny.
The only Vinny we like.
The only Vinny we like. Appreciate that. I'm trying to see, did anyone else sneak in here? No one else has snuck in here yet. So make sure you guys share this on whatever social medias you go on. Share the show. Get people in here. And I need you guys to start voting in the chat. Type 1 if you thought WrestleMania 42 Night 1 was great. Type 2 if you thought it was good. Type 3 if you thought it was okay. And type 4 if you thought it was bad in the chat. All right. Sean?
Yeah, man.
Let's talk this show, man. I don't want to waste any time. I think we can get in and out of here with.
I just want to give. Can I know we're going to go match by match. Obviously, you're the king of formatting. I appreciate you. Can I just give my overall synopsis of before we get into it, I just want to give a synopsis of the entire evening.
Go ahead. We can get into it now.
My guy Derek, I appreciate you. Chat, I thought tonight was great, man. Like, honestly, when I think about what WWE put together tonight, I mean, from the Cody Rhodes situation with Randy Orton, I had reservations about tonight. But honestly, let me just say this. To be on here with you guys on a Friday night, watching SmackDown, for me, when I think about SmackDown and I think about a World Championship match on SmackDown and I watch all the effort that these guys put forward tonight on this episode of SmackDown, I thought it was fantastic. I mean, you can't really ask for more for a Friday night SmackDown than we just saw, right, guys? I'm fired up about it. I haven't seen a Friday night SmackDown that was that good in quite some time.
Sean, we were watching WrestleMania. I don't know if you're referring to your awesome stream from last night, but this was WrestleMania.
Right, first of all, Conrad, don't try to embarrass me on your stream. I don't appreciate that. We're all here. We're all in this together. So like I was saying, Derek, come on, get your boy. Tonight was a fantastic episode of SmackDown. The world title was on the line. It's okay to have a funky finish during a world title match on SmackDown. We saw a new women's champion. Okay. We saw, Paige came back. How can you be have any lack of excitement when you see Paige come back? Derek, talk to him. Paige coming back on a random SmackDown? Think about it. SmackDown in Vegas on a Friday night. This is fantastic. WWE hasn't put together a weekly episodic TV show like we saw tonight in quite some time. I've been talking about how they need to put forth more effort. Chat, I've been talking about how they need to put forth more effort, and tonight they came through. You had a really strong SmackDown. I can't wait to see what WrestleMania is going to be like.
I'm just going to leave that and let it sit there for what it is.
What?
We've been bamboozled, is what I will say.
Well, there's no way that what we just saw was WrestleMania, right? So it had to be SmackDown, right?
It was the show of shows, the granddaddy of them all.
So what you're telling me is that show that could have been on the USA Network on a Friday night was actually supposed to be the biggest show of the year?
100%, sir.
All right, I'm going to need to take a break. Just give me about 30 seconds. I appreciate it. I got to recalibrate because my whole situation's off right now. 30 seconds or less. Give me 1 second. Thank you.
Hey.
I hope they can't hear me on the chat. So let me get this straight. Did Conrad and Derek just say that what we just saw? No, listen, babe. Just go back in the room. Did Conrad and Derek just say that was WrestleMania? That wasn't SmackDown? What the hell's going on? Okay, let me get myself together as I go back on the air. All right, guys. How you guys doing? I'm a little confused, but it's good to be with you guys.
Before we even start WrestleMania, I do think we have to talk about one news story, Sean. One. It's concerning something with ESPN. WWE blocks an ESPN reporter, Andreas Hale, from press access to WrestleMania. Now, where did this show air tonight in the United States of America? If you're doing everything legally. ESPN. How are you blocking this brother from a show because he gave WrestlePalooza a C?
That's wild.
It was the truth.
Wild.
It was the truth. And guess what? Guess where we were? We went to All In that day instead, or excuse me, All Out. We went to Toronto. What are we doing, man? That's disgusting, in my opinion. Like, if any other company did the same thing, why are you blocking this dude from getting there? You let him come there any other time?
Right. Yeah, when you sent me this story, I was blown away. And by the way, Chad, I want to let you guys know that I actually kayfabed my entire way through pre-production with Conrad and Derek to make them believe that I really enjoyed the show.
There will be words after this with the company credit card, mind you.
By the way, this was a terrible. For the record, just in case you were wondering, yes, I was trolling. This was a terrible freaking WrestleMania. Let's move forward.
Yeah. Matt said giving them a C was generous.
Yo, first of all, there's a lot more undertow to that story that I don't know if we want to go into tonight. Very ugly.
I just think it's about speaking out against
You
them.
think so? Okay, nothing more
this
than
is just
that?
don't double cross us because we hold the power.
Well, I know I'm never going to work for that company the way I be talking.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, no.
Conrad might get a job over there. Derek you might get a job over there, but not me.
Nah, they wouldn't hire me to sweep floors over there. They'd be mad at me. What'd you say under your breath? I said you
I just compared SmackDown to WrestleMania. Clearly, they're never going to hire me.
Well, I mean, if you compare it that way, then that was a really good SmackDown.
Touche.
That was a good SmackDown.
The great SmackDown. That's why I was confused. I was like, what a great show. But then I realized, oh my.
Yes. Yo, what is going on, Carter? Appreciate you. I see you in here. We have Hunter Helmsley. What's happening? Appreciate you. Cactus is in the house. What's good? T Ferg joining us as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact, T-Fer. Appreciate you, man. Knicks up 1-0. That's the highlight of my night. And being here with Conrad and Derek. But other than that, please.
Yeah. They had an opening monologue, I guess, for this Mania. We'll start there. It was kind of like highlighting the history of it. We got to see it twice throughout the show. Fine. Production-wise, I think Sean said it during the first hour of the show. No one does production better than WWE. They get it. It's, put it together. It's fantastic. Ooh.
They're the best in the world at lights and cameras. We know that.
Yeah, and they have a great history behind them too that they can always play off of.
Yeah, they definitely do their thing when it comes to production. Production is I'll say chef's kiss all the time.
Yep.
After that, John Cena comes out to introduce the show. You know, the stage lights up. How are we feeling about the WrestleMania stage in comparison? Like, I think I've been to a Mania where there was a great stage. WrestleMania 33 is the best stage still to me. 39 is right behind it, but
I'm slightly partial to WrestleMania 20 because I was there. So
I love that ramp though. Emma's little ramp will never be beaten in my opinion. Like when I see it, it's just a special place.
But 33 was straight fire, bro. There's no art. There's the amusement park was a vibe.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this one. I think this one was good.
I think it's just plain. It's just like
it was plain, but sometimes I feel like less is more.
Let me be a snob, Derek. What is this? This is not good. You have mad money.
Bro. Yo, Conrad is a savage.
Yo, let me just go off on this, Derek. We are not at WrestleMania 18 where you can just put bars everywhere anymore. We're past that, dog.
Yeah.
I need to see something great. And they just had columns, and it was like, here it is. It says Wrestle on one side, Mania on the other. I'm like, okay, we saw this at
nothing special.
17. Yeah,
it wasn't ugly or anything, but it just wasn't special.
Even back in the day, you had the carts at least bring people to the ring. You had the outfits. It was just different. It didn't feel different this time. It felt okay.
I don't know. For me, I guess this one wasn't that bad.
You know what I've realized about you, Derek, my guy, Derek. You'd like to see that silver lining in that dark cloud. I respect it. I respect it. That stage was garbage. It was nothing original or cool about that stage. They didn't put any effort into it whatsoever. I appreciate you for your positivity. That stage was crap.
Listen, so sometimes less is more. I think with the last few that they've had, I wasn't like thoroughly impressed. So
last year was better.
I guess.
What was like? Yeah, I would give last year's the nod over this for stage wise. The last good one they really had was 39, in my opinion.
You know
even
what?
40.
I like it. 39 was really good. That's true. 40 was yeah.
It was still like the Vegas colors, but they had like it looked like casinos or something like above it. Remember? Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yo, what up, Delay Grats? I see you.
Grats, appreciate you.
Yeah. Even is it? I can't remember if it's Terrell or Trey. My bad, brother. I think it's Trey Carter. We'll say, but he said 41 had a much better stage. Yeah, the last three stages were better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. John Cena opens it up. Let's get to the intro, man. Hubs was talking on his channel. So if you were over there, you know his thoughts, but we're going to have Hubs kind of summarize this again. We had LA Knight and the Usos going up against Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and IShowSpeed.
When I came on the air tonight with these two fine gentlemen, I was trolling. But I will be serious in what I'm about to say right now, as I was on my channel about 4 hours ago. I thought WWE was off on the right foot this evening. The right team won. The right guy got the pinfall. I was excited about where the night was going to go. It didn't turn out to work out that way. But I thought the Usos and LA Knight should win. I mentioned that on Clash of the Podcast. I thought specifically LA Knight should win the fall. That was also good. And you got a little bit of a feel-good moment from IShowSpeed, who turned babyface after Logan Paul punched him in the face. Sweet frog splash. I thought the match was pretty good. I like the fact that the Usos won. That's because I'm a homer. But I also like the fact that LA Knight won. And I do believe that LA Knight's going to be involved in this WrestleMania again. Derek, I don't know if you're familiar with the reach that I'm throwing out there for WrestleMania Night 2 as it relates to LA Knight. I'm really throwing a big fishing line out there, hoping that it sticks. But we'll talk about that another day.
I got you on that. It was decent. I don't know. Like, I'm not big on the trios matches. I can do without. I don't care for the trios.
I mean, I know you don't like Jey Uso, but I think you respect the Usos as a tag team.
Yes.
Right.
I'm proud of you, Derek. Proud.
What?
I'm just proud of you.
Well, I think my brother has always. I think he's always said that he respects the Usos. He just doesn't believe in Jey Uso as a world champion.
Yeah.
I've never really had a problem with Derek's opinion on Jey Uso. I don't agree with it, but I don't think he's ever been unfair. I think he just said, "Yo, Sean, I don't see it," and I respect that. A lot of people don't see it. That's why everybody dislikes him on the internet. But you know what? The crowd rocks when he comes to the ring.
Always do. Always do.
They do.
Overall, I thought this was good. I didn't like Theory really taking the pin, but for what they set up for, that was fine. I basically nailed this, though, what it was going to be, Sean. Like, when I laid it out what to do, I was
Absolutely.
like, yeah,
Absolutely.
boom. LA Knight gets the pin. You have some humbo jumbo happen, which was the, IShowSpeed turns. That's fine, whatever. And then you got the down
which is very entertaining. I mean, even Derek would admit that. That's a cool spot every time he does it.
Yeah.
Or you don't
Right,
think so? Okay, fair enough. That's fair.
Yeah, this is it was what it was, though. Like I said, I thought it was fine.
No, I mean it fit it, so it fits the agenda when they do it. When Jey Uso
is this you hating Jey Uso, or is it that you? Because I gather, because I've got a chance to know you for a couple years through Conrad, you become a friend of mine. I think you're really, and I am too. You're very old school, and you think it's a lot of it's pretty much some extra sauce that's not needed. Is that what we're thinking right now?
Yeah, I feel like you're trying to pander to the crowd. Like, stop.
Okay, that's fair.
WWE is the king of pandering at this point.
Okay,
I don't like the pander.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think a lot of people are there for the entrance merchants. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Listen,
yeah,
give it to them. You know what? If that's what y'all like, chef's kiss. But don't pander to me. I don't like it.
It ain't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna work on me. But
fair enough.
Interesting.
Jey Uso for world champion. I'm kidding. Jey Uso for United States champion to get him that Grand Slam though.
Hey, everybody who just came in here, do me a favor. First, hit the like button for us. Also, make sure you rate the WrestleMania. 1, if you thought it was great. 2, if you thought it was good. 3, if it's okay. 4, if it was bad. I'll pull this back up here in a little bit, but that's it. 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. What do you rate WrestleMania? 1 being really great, 4 being bad, and then anything in between. Yeet. Let us know. Yeet. So yeah, that was that match. It's kind of crazy. I don't have a lot to say about a lot of these matches. Here's Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. 2 people who I feel are in that, like, you're in the main event, but you're not in the main event match. So we're going to build up a feud between you guys. Both guys came in here laying their finishers on. Both kicked out of each other's finishers. They introduced the toolbox. I did love that Drew like flinched, having memories of what Punk hit him in the head with the toolbox, and he started bleeding in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
We saw some steel chairs used, tables. Shout out to Jacob Fatu. I was listening to Sean's stream when he went through the table and he did the flip. Yo, amazing brother right there that he was doing that. Jacob ends up setting up the table though, hitting that moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Defeats Drew.
Yeah.
That easy.
I think Jacob. I think I'm going to pick up the mantle for Jacob the same way I created the mantle for Jey Uso. I think I'm going to begin the campaign for I'm so used to saying Jey Uso. Begin the campaign for Jacob Fatu to be a world champion. I think tonight shows what he can do on a big stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quills, what's up? I see you in here, man.
Really?
Den, Den, I see you.
Jen, what up?
T-Rex, I don't know if I shouted you out before, but if not, here's another one. E in the house. This show was dog doo-doo, he said. Make sure you vote. Eric Douglas is here now as well. Welcome in, everybody, man. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys share the link out, man. We're trying to get as many people up in here as we can. Yeah, I don't know, Derek. Did you give any thoughts on Jacob?
I like Jacob Fatu. My only issue with this match is this is a SmackDown match, right? Pretty much.
I mean, that's what Sean said. So
I mean, so I don't follow SmackDown. So the feud between the two, I'm kind of lost.
Okay.
So I don't want to say I want to say I'm indifferent on this one.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because I don't watch SmackDown.
I'd rather you be honest about it rather than just hating on it to hate.
Yeah,
so
like it was a good match. I don't want to give a full opinion on it because I don't watch SmackDown.
Fair. Like I said, I thought it was good.
That's a problem. That's indicative of what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel the need, my brother, to watch it because it's not must-see television.
Yeah. That.
Miz is on there though.
Miz,
must see champion.
Dressed as Doc?
No, not anymore. Derek always said he used to look like Doc from Roger Rabbit back in the day on the streets.
And anytime he had that little, whatever you call it, shaved
the
head.
bowl cut.
Yeah, shaved cut, shaved sides, and got like the long hair on the top. Yeah, looks like Doc from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Terrible. I'm interested to get Sean's thoughts on this one. We have the women's 4-way tag title match. I actually really can say that I appreciated the entrance gear in this one when they came out.
Yes.
I like that Charlotte and Alexa came out like as opposite butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
Like Charlotte was like more the gothic butterfly, or Alexa's the gothic butterfly, and Charlotte was more like the colorful. I was like, okay, that works. The Bellas are the Bellas. They came out regular. We'll get to them in a second. Bayley and Lyra just look like a tag team. And then the Irresistible Forces, Sean, they're growing on me a little bit. I like that they came out with a little homage to Demolition. I think it's worked out better for them being in there together. But
this is going to come across a little bit double talking, especially considering what Derek just articulated about pandering. And I have no problem with Jey Uso doing that every time he walks through the ring. Maybe because I just like his entrance and I like Usos, so I overlook certain things. I don't give a crap that the Irresistible Forces came out dressed like Demolition. That doesn't make me like them anymore. That doesn't make me cheer for them anymore. They are corny. Nia Jax still is a threat to everybody she wrestles. I always worry about the other people she wrestles, going to the hospital after the match. I like Lash Legend. I don't like Nia Jax. That doesn't change because they came out dressed like a makeshift Demolition. Sorry.
Conrad thought it was a nice touch.
Conrad can think it was a nice touch. Derek can think it was a nice touch. I don't give a crap. I think that Nia Jax is a reckless, dangerous professional wrestler. And she probably should dress like Demolition because whoever she wrestles, they get demolished and end up in the hospital.
Fair enough. I can understand that because she does have a track record of being reckless at times.
A very long track record.
So yeah, I can see that. I do like the fits though. The fits were nice.
The homage was great. I love Demolition, but that doesn't change how I feel about them. See, Conrad gets affected by crap like that. Conrad's a good guy. Oh, how nice. Oh, look at how Nia Jax and Lash Legend threw on Demolition mask coming to the ring. We should cheer for them now. No, they still suck.
Hold on. I didn't say let's cheer for them. I was just
what
saying.
Did you just say? What did you just say?
I said it was a nice touch.
You said nice touch, and you said, they're growing on me. That's what you just said.
They are.
And you made a face like this. They're growing on me. That's what you just did.
Did they do bad tonight?
They did not hurt anyone.
I thought they did fine.
They did not hurt. No one went to the hospital. Thank God.
Derek, listen. I'm about to tell you.
I will say they did.
No, I got something for Derek right now because I'm going to say something that Derek said. Derek, what did you say when Lash hit her finisher? The Lash extension. Derek thought that was the best move in the match. He was like,
I like Lash Legend. Maybe I'm not articulating myself properly, bro. I like Lash Legend. I don't like Nia Jax.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's always one member of the tag team you like a little less.
No, I like
Nia
Nia Jax.
Rick.
I like Nia Jax a lot less.
We went through this. In tag team, someone you usually like one person more than someone else in the tag team.
Listen, there's a difference between the way I like Shawn Michaels and like Marty Jannetty.
Wow.
There's a big difference between there's a big difference between that and the fact that I like Lash Legend and don't like Nia Jax. Nia Jax is reckless, and she needs to go back to NXT. As a matter of fact, she should go back to FCW, and that doesn't even exist anymore.
You can send all of your mail to HW Weekly for,
That's right.
for Nia
I
Jax.
don't care. Bring them all on. Bring them all on. The whole Wanu family. I'm not even pronouncing it right.
Well, I will say, she has a long track record. I will say that.
Lord Jesus.
But tonight, aside of the record, she handled herself pretty well tonight.
She did not send anyone to the hospital, my guy Derek, and let's thank God for that.
Now, looking at this match, this was the match that probably had like one of the few swerves in it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Nikki Bella comes out, hobbling on the crutch.
Yep. Talk to you about that.
Even though she said, "Oh, I'll be fine tomorrow." Yeah, okay. So then she said, "I have a partner that's going to replace me. It's Paige." It's funny how everybody can get. I'm gonna hate for like 2 seconds here because I've always hated this. You can go back and look at my archives. Go back to 2016. That's when I started this channel. You can go find videos about me hating on it. You can probably find it on my other channel too. Why do people get cleared when they can go to another company? Then all of a sudden you're magically cleared. Like, oh, you can wrestle. Who said you couldn't?
That's a good point, Conrad. It's a good point.
Daniel Bryan's going to Ring of Honor? Absolutely not. Hold on. Let me have my doctor look at it again. What do they like? Hit him with the pen while he's writing? Oh, you checked. He's cleared. We're good. There we go. Problem solved. Get out there for us, buddy. Like, same thing with Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
Same thing here. So I'm like, okay, she can wrestle again. And I'm happy for her. Great. I'm just pointing out, why was it a big issue before? Why was this so tough to do before for her? Whatever. Right. Paige is back out there. Sean, your initial thoughts on Paige.
It's a great point. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, your thoughts on Paige coming out. What'd you think? How'd she look to you in this?
I dropped a little short earlier today talking about how Paige was rumored to be coming back. You never state anything to be a fact until it's a fact. I'm happy to see her back. I don't have a problem with Paige. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with her outside. I'm talking about from an in-ring perspective. I think she's very good. I think she's very charismatic. I don't think I like the storyline of her taking over for Nikki because obviously they already did a Macho Man Hulk Hogan when they hugged each other tonight. I don't know if you guys picked up on it. Did you see Nikki Bella's face when they hugged? Nikki Bella's not happy that Paige is one half of the tag team champions, and we're going to see how that plays out in the coming weeks. You could see it like a freight train coming down the highway, coming down the tracks. It's clearly Nikki Bella's not happy about that, and that's going to come to fruition a little later on. But I guess it's a cool story that Paige came back. She helped Brie win the tag team titles. We'll see where it goes. I think it's going to inevitably lead to Nikki turning on either one of them.
Clown, excellent point. I did not think about. The anti-diva teaming up with the definition of diva is kind of weird too.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah. They Yeah, it's what it is.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's what it is. They ended up getting the win. She hit a rampage on Alexa during there was a bunch of disastrous things going on the outside. People just bodies everywhere in these matches. They win the tag titles, and I think Sean brought up a good point that I think eventually the Bellas are probably going to turn on her and take the belt and keep it moving.
Yeah. I did not like this return at all.
Yo, Derek, talk about it, bro.
I didn't like it. I personally, I would have been cool if you didn't show.
There you go.
I would have been fine with that. First of all, you could tell she's going through the WWE rhetoric. You have to lose a little bit of weight in order to come back.
I noticed that as well.
She looked healthier when she was in AEW before she even got there.
That's right. She
did, bro. It's like she looks super skinny.
Derek, you're talking right tonight, brother.
She looks too skinny. Like, she doesn't look healthy to me, bro. However you feel in your body, if you are happy, we are happy for you. Conrad is happy for you.
I'm not saying like she shouldn't
Derek's right. She did not look well. She looked well. I take that back. I'm not going to say she didn't look well. She looked like she was malnourished.
I feel like it was a huge drop.
Yeah, too much.
Now mentally for her, if that works, fine, whatever.
What I'm saying is maybe it was so that she could go in the ring more. Like, hey, I realized maybe I could have been in the ring and I could have went better before.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Listen, I don't shame on anybody losing weight or gaining weight or whatever. I don't care.
It's not about that.
It's not about that. To me, I felt like when she first debuted in WWE, that was a good weight for her. Then when she debuted at AEW, I felt like that was a good weight.
Yeah, let me back you up a little bit. Derek's not body shaming, neither am I. I think that she came out and she was glaringly thinner. And that was alarming for me. I'll say it. It was alarming for me. I don't think she looked bad, but it was alarming. She looked alarmingly thinner.
Yeah, because how long ago did she leave AEW?
I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but I don't think it's been that long for her to go from what she was at AEW and then to now. Like that's a drastic drop.
Right.
Like I'm all for you getting healthy, but that looks like a drastic drop to me.
If she feels good, she feels good.
If she does feel good, hey, more power to her. Power to her.
I don't care. The match was short, like everyone else said. And did I like this match? Not really. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling this match.
The match itself, like you guys said, it's the Bella Twins and then Paige. Paige does not fit with them. Yeah. I'm sorry.
And then you got a bunch of other teams too that it's like the partners were, they were opposite. Alexa and Charlotte and the Irresistible Force are the only ones that seem like I get it.
Yeah.
The rest of them I'm like, oh, Bayley and Lyra. They were, I don't know, they dropped that even. Like Bayley had like the split personalities and stuff.
You have three teams that do not belong together. I won't actually we'll say two. Because Nikki was hurt, so I'm not gonna count that. If you have two other teams that do not belong together, I'm sorry. You're trying to figure out what to do with all of these superstars, and you don't know what to do with them. So you're gonna stick them together and make it stick, and hopefully the people like it. But then again, you probably don't care if they like it or not because this is what we're gonna do anyway.
Now you're talking my language. That goes back to my same narrative I've been talking about for over 3, 4, 5 years now. WWE does not care what you want. If it happens to be they put something out that you want, it's because it just happens to be that way. It's not because they're going out of their way to do something. A broken clock is correct twice a year, twice a day. So at the end of the day, if you like what WWE puts out on your television, good for you. But it's not on purpose. To Derek's point, makeshift tag teams. We're going to throw people together and see what sticks. Charlotte and Alexa being a tag team, it works because they're two talented females, but they should not be a tag team. They did not have a story for either one of them individually, so they tossed them together. That's what's going on.
And that is the women's tag division in a whole to me. But that's the problem. We're moving on. We know what they got happening here. If it was the Bella Twins, I would have picked them. I told everyone that, so I went with Alexa and Charlotte. But once I heard the Paige thing, I would have switched my pick easily. But
see, that's where I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't care for the Bella Twins. I would have rather.
No. This isn't me saying like yes, do this. No. I know what the company's going to do though. They were in this match so that they could be like, oh, the real first women's tag team are finally the champs.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like I don't like the Bella Twins. Never have, never will. I would, if anything, I would have given the belts to Charlotte and Alexa.
That makes two of us. I don't like the Bellas either. I would have went Lyra and Bayley, but anybody but the Bellas. The Bellas.
Yeah, anybody but them. I just don't care for them at all.
I'm gonna make this custom Hubbard rant 15 seconds out of respect. No more than 15 seconds. The Bellas getting a spot on WrestleMania while people like Carmelo Hayes sit at home. Disgusting. It makes no sense to me. It's wrong on so many levels.
Moving on.
And if you want to go women, Tiffany Stratton's at home too. Julia, the United States Women's Champion's at home too.
Io Sky.
Io Sky.
Asuka.
I didn't even think about. Thank you. You
Kairi
helped me out.
Sane.
Even better. Io Sky and Asuka and Kairi Sane are at home right now.
They would have been better. They would have been a better fit for this type of match.
Which they said was the replacement if the Bellas were hurt, but then it turned into something else, I guess. So,
well, they probably signed. They signed Paige. Maybe that just came through recently.
I think we've talked about this match longer than the match was, so we're going to move forward.
You're right.
AJ Lee, Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. Becky came out. She had the Wonder Years playing her entrance music. That was, I guess, part of the unique entrance. Cool. AJ had a bunch of kids dressed like her, girls, and they were coming out skipping to the ring.
I actually like that. I thought that was a cool entrance because you have a lot of kids that look up to her, and why not have that be your entrance?
Do you think kids still look up to her though?
I don't think.
I mean, she was gone for a long time.
Okay.
Them kids are now 20.
Well, the kids of today, I'll say. I'll correct that. The kids of today, I think they love her because she gives off like a playful energy, and most of the kids now want to see like somebody that, like, I hate to say it, but they want to see like somebody that's like John Cena, where they can relate to John Cena. So if they can relate to AJ, and then she says, "Hey, do you want to come out on stage with me and help me skip down and get me into the ring?" Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Derek, a new John Cena fan as well. This is fantastic.
Not at all.
I like him now that he's no longer wrestling.
He can get rid of that pompadour. I don't know what's up with that hairstyle. Who was like, "Yeah, let's go. Give me the butt head." Like, what are we doing? Everybody's got that now.
Yo, a quick piggyback to Derek's point. I see what they're doing with AJ, but the woman we're going to talk about a little later after we talk about this match and a couple others, I think they're positioning Liv Morgan not only to be the women's face of the company, but the face of the company, period. I think that's the woman they're hitching their wagon to.
And I agree with you on that, but I'm going to disagree with the idea of doing that.
Okay.
Well, let's save it when we get to that one because that one's coming up very soon. What did you guys think of this one? Outside of the special entrances, like this one was just starting to get good, and I felt like, boom, it's over. Like I felt like that was a lot of the matches. I'm like, okay, all right, cool, and then they just do like, turnbuckle pad spot, which she tried to do throughout the match, and then the ref's like, no, I'm tying this back up. Here it is, it's off. Pull the ref in. Oh no, you don't see it. Boom, head off of it. Manhandle slam 1, 2, 3, and I was like, it felt like a Raw ending. Like I was like, huh?
I came on the air tonight joking around about this feeling like a SmackDown. That's part of the reason why you have 2 5-star athletes in Becky Lynch and AJ Lee putting on a pedestrian effort tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. So I like AJ. I like Becky when she's not a heel.
Okay.
Because I think when she's a heel, I get it. You're a heel, you're overbearing, you're yada, yada, yada. But I think she puts a little too much into it and it seems overdone. So with that aside, AJ and Becky had a good match.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely had a good match, but it was just too short. Like, really? Like, you had all this build-up to this match. I should have felt the rest of the build-up in this match. And I didn't feel that. I just felt like, all right, you two get in there, putz around for a couple minutes, and then you're going to hit your finisher, and then you win. And then it's just like, what are we doing?
It's hard to argue that, Derek. I mean, at the end of the day, I think their match at the Chamber was better.
Yeah, it was.
What up, James from the Pro Wrestling Shoot? Appreciate you, brother.
James,
were you at this show, James? I know James just, I think he found a way to scoop up a ticket real quick because he was out there. Hopefully on discount. I didn't look to see what the price point was that you were talking there, but I'm sure he got it on a good deal. But yeah, let me know how your experience has been out there, James, because I know you're out in Vegas right now. But yeah, dude. Yeah, Delay Grass laid it out perfectly in here. It was 8 minutes and 15 seconds, and the entrances were like 15 minutes.
I'm all about entrances. I'm all about the glitz, the glamour of the show, but matches should perform in the ring also.
But are we at the point of sacrifice though, Sean? Because I am too. Like I listen. I love a good entrance. I love when the band's out there performing with you. If it's fun and it's rocking, cool.
Right.
But we're at the point of you're sacrificing a lot, and you ain't giving us a lot in the ring. Like this is WrestleMania, dude.
That's a formatting, and again, out of respect for our time, I'm not going to go too deep into it. But that's a formatting and a production problem. If you're going to have a 4-hour show and you're going to have 10, 15-minute entrances, it's not gonna formulate into a good structured show. Now, to me, I've always been the person to say WrestleMania should go all night long if it has to. I know you don't agree with that. I don't mind a 15 minutes entrance if we get a 5-star banger match. So it does seem like, to answer you, it does seem like the entrances are making the match be sacrificed, but that's because they decided that it was going to end. Okay, I mean, what did we go tonight? 3 hours and 45 minutes?
Yeah, about that, right?
Well, I want to touch on one thing, and I'll end it right there. So, remember we watched the match between Becky and what was her name? Doudrop.
Piper Niven, Derek.
Well, that's I
hate that name. Yes, but yes, don't call her that.
Well, I couldn't remember her name. Her real name. I couldn't remember that. Because I do like Piper Niven more than Doudrop. Doudrop, I felt like you threw that out there just to say,
don't just let it go. Just leave it where it is. I don't want to hear that name again.
Like you just threw that out there and say, hey, you're gonna be Doudrop. What? I felt all kinds of disrespect when I heard that. But that match between those two was by far better than this match. And lasted longer.
Yeah, that was at the Royal Rumble a couple years ago, right?
No, this was on a regular show.
Oh, you're talking about their match from like Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah.
Like their match on Raw, which was what, probably 2 years ago, was better than this.
I mean, could be longer, but it's funny that you remember that. That's dope.
Like, dude, like I said, I like Becky because Becky is a really good wrestler. I don't care for the gimmick that she has because it seems too similar to Seth, and I don't like Seth's gimmick.
I know you don't. I know Conrad doesn't either.
I don't. I can't stand it. But aside of the gimmick, her wrestling skills are top notch. Mm-hmm. AJ Lee, yes, she's been gone 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Okay, her wrestling skills may not be up there, but she's still good enough to give us a good match.
Less than 10, 9. It was 9.
9? Okay.
For the record.
So she's still up there enough to give us a good match. You took that away from them. You gave them more time on the regular show. And even from the regular show with the matches and the promos, still did better than this.
And
I don't like that.
I lied. It was 10. I'm mathing in my head over here. It was 10.
In addition to that, I thought it was 11, by the way. She left at WrestleMania 2015.
Yeah, 2015, but she came back last year, though, 2025.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you're right. So and to piggyback off of that point, WWE didn't even have to think that hard to make this better. The problem is they just are not willing to pull the figurative trigger on situations that we think to be pretty simple. All you had to do was throw them in a steel cage. That's all you had to do.
I want everyone on this. Hold on, I want everyone on this podcast to freeze right now. Do you see the body language from each person? Derek's arm is back. You see his left arm there? Wiggle your left arm a little, Derek. That's back. Look how me and Sean's arms are. Arms are crossed. You could tell how we feel about this show.
Yo, that wasn't even on purpose.
I know, but I just stopped and noticed the body language. And I'm like, that is so true.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I had to interrupt that because I saw
that's a good observation on your part, because I'm not going to lie. This is kind of how I am when I'm kind of like, whatever. I mean, I'm enjoying kicking it with you guys, but the show wasn't that good. And another point that's indicative of that point is the fact that WWE did not have to try hard to make this better. Just throw them in a steel cage. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. At least give us something from an optics standpoint that would have made this match stand out. It didn't.
something.
And you had built this up long enough to where you could have added a gimmick match to it. I don't know. I'm done with it. Like I said, we've talked about some of these matches longer than they were. Probably more time than the company gave them to work out their match time. Maybe that's what they wanted. I don't know. Gunther and Seth. Speaking of thrown together matches, this is the ultimate thrown together match on this card because these two had no beef with each other. And then 2 weeks ago, they decided to do this despite the fact that their rumored opponents, one is going to be in a ladder match tomorrow. Huh? And then the other person was healthy and he ends up interfering in this one. Seth came out dressed like a shower curtain with black contacts. I don't know what we were doing here. And yes, hold on. You can look at me. I'm going to rib on Seth Rollins. I am sick of this gimmick. What are we doing? What is this? Why do you look like my shower curtains? What?
You're being, I think all three of us are on the same page for a lot of things tonight. I'm probably on a 90% clip. I like Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is not doing anything wrong. Seth Rollins is an over-the-top rope eccentric character. That's what he's doing, Conrad. Derek, I know you feel the same way. It's an eccentric character.
Blood. He wanted to fight for blood. This guy took him out, and he's out of his group. Lost the world title.
But he's still, I think, and I'm glad we're having this because this is not me. Normally, I'm very over the top, but I'm having a good time with you guys. But I'm keeping it a little bit more serious than usual. There's nothing wrong with Seth Rollins. That's his character. Like, I don't understand what your guys' problem is.
It's hard to be a badass when you're out there like, I'm like, dude, I need the fire.
Well, what's wrong with having catchy music?
It's fine to an extent.
So let me ask you a question. And this is for you too, Derek. Something that works. Seth Rollins' music works. So what we're suggesting here, what we on Clash of the Podcast, EPW, HW Weekly, this conglomerate of on-screen talent, what we are suggesting is that we scrap the music even though it works. Is that what we're suggesting?
You got to tweak it or something.
No, you know what? Okay, you got that. I respect what you're saying. For me, we don't have to tweak the music. The energy that you give off with the music doesn't match.
Yes, that too. Like,
because think about it. I played it for you before. I gave you the reference.
I remember.
I gave you the reference as to what that should be. Now,
and it was dope too.
That's what I'm saying. You keep that same music, and then you have that same energy of that man, and have Seth implement that into the gimmick. I can look past the music. The music ain't gonna bother me.
I gotta tell the chat, Derek played some stuff for me a few months ago behind the scenes that he thought would be a dope addition to Seth Rollins' character. It was fire. So there's no argument there, Derek. To me, it's very hard to find something that works in World Wrestling Entertainment.
It is.
Once you have it, you got to hold on to it with a death grip. In my opinion.
You do. And everybody bought into it. Everybody bought into it. But everybody's buying into it because, here we go again, it's the pandering to the fans.
But how is it pandering? You know what? And I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be the most fair I've ever been. Conrad's about to have his head blown off. That's how fair I'm going to be. You're going to be blown away by this. Jey Uso panders more than Seth Rollins does. Seth Rollins wasn't the one. Seth Rollins wasn't the one who came up with he wasn't the one who came up with that. He wasn't doing this. The fans started doing it, and then he caught on. Jey Uso, and it works. I'm not knocking him. That's my boy. But Jey Uso made us understand what yeeting was. All Seth Rollins did was have awesome music and walk to the ring, and the fans caught on.
Yes. So the fans did start that, and then he started doing it. But then
he's supposed to. But what are you saying, my brother? He's supposed to stop.
He took it further than what he was supposed to.
That's not fair. You can't tell a man to stop doing what's working.
They didn't ask you to do that.
No, I'm saying you're not. But you're giving that indication. No, you haven't. I'm not going to put words in your mouth. But that's the insinuation. You feel like he's doing too much.
He is doing too much because think about it. If they're doing all this, right? Take it. Look at it like this. So if I'm that guy in that situation, right? If everybody is doing this, whoa, all I need to do is that's it.
Just stand there, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's all I need to do. I don't need to do the same thing. Get in the ring. I don't need to do all that.
But I will say this: if you can control the people,
that was good.
That is a fantastic trait to have, though, as a promo. If you can control, nothing's better than The Rock in like 2001, where he goes, "Finally," he can look around. The Rock, Houston, and he can just. And in 5 seconds, they will be chanting my name, and then they just Rocky. Like,
right.
Imagine I'm on here and I'm like, chant Conrad in the chat. It's going to be crickets, probably. More than likely, it's going to be crickets.
Give yourself more credit than that, but I hear you.
But it's an amazing ability to have an arena do that. So I understand the control factor with it.
I'm not taking that away. I don't like the fact of you going like this. It doesn't need to happen. You don't need to do it. Let them do it because they're the ones who are doing it for you.
Respect.
Moving on. I want to get into this match because once again, what I said happened did happen in this. Fantastic match because Seth Rollins and Gunther are two of the best on the roster. Who do you need to have go up against the top babyface? You call Seth Rollins. Who do you need to go up against the top heel in a good match? You call Gunther. That was fine. It's the putting together of this. Gunther came out with the career killer. He wasn't killing a career tonight.
Right.
He was just out here. He was a henchman for someone. And this is going to lead to a favor, which I assume is going to be a SummerSlam match against said favor that the person was going to offer him against one of their clients. I'll let you guys figure it out in Minneapolis. So we'll go with that. We all knew what was going to happen here. Braun Breaker comes out. He spears Seth right in half. He gets into the ring. He gets put in the sleeper. He goes out. Gunther wins. Gunther's happy because he's a no-nonsense wrestler. He leaves. And then Braun Breaker runs from the top of the ramp and delivers another spear.
Which I felt wasn't.
It was a long run, and the second one did not look that great.
You know what? I want to thank the good Lord above that I didn't say one word and I waited for you guys to talk. Because I was like, okay, everybody's going to say I'm a hater. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Him running 50 yards and Seth Rollins staggering to his feet like he can't see him coming. That was so stupid, I can't even take it. Oh, my God.
No, I'm with you on that because, like I said, it wasn't necessary.
Good,
it wasn't necessary.
Good grief. And y'all know how I feel about Braun Breaker anyway. What a goof that guy is.
Like it would have. I think it would have been different if Seth was like pissed and started running up the ramp, and Paul and Braun Breaker weren't paying attention, and then Paul goes, "Braun, look out!" And then he turns around like, "Oh yeah, I got you again."
Well, there you go, Conrad. Yet another person. Now we can add Derek to the list of people who can write better WWE television than the producers.
Listen, I'm just saying, I don't know what the purpose of this was. It looks like we're going to go forward with the feuds that they were supposed to. I don't know where Gunther is. That's been a problem since the AJ Styles stuff.
A lot of kerfuffle. It's a lot of BS, man. It's like they're seeing
wasting time.
Yeah, man.
Waste my time, and I hate that. Don't waste my time.
Terrible.
So, yeah.
It could have been structured way better.
After that, we get the Hall of Fame. They had everybody come out on stage. AJ and Steph get the entrances when they come out. They introduced Sid's family. They did introduce Bad News Brown's family. I was told that they got like a video package yesterday. I did not watch this. I saw clips of them talking for it. It's what it is. When it comes down to this, Stephanie got her moment. AJ got his moment. It's a tremendous class of talent in totality. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it other than it's what it is.
You do what you got to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I told Rob I wanted to go in hating that class just because of the first person announced, but they eventually just made. I was like, okay, all right, grit my teeth and just shut up.
I will say with that person being announced that you know what, never mind.
Decided to be kind today.
Yeah. Because it's not going to be nice.
It's all good.
It's pathetic. It's what it is.
This Oh man, this was where I was questioning entrance decisions that we made. Liv Morgan going up against Stephanie Vaquer for the World Championship. They cheered Stephanie for her usual stuff, right? Stephanie Vaquer, I think, is a loved wrestler within the company, right?
She most certainly is.
And so is Liv Morgan. Two things.
Both of them, yeah.
Why did we touch Stephanie Vaquer's music, number one?
Yes.
That was an awful choice. I have no idea who did that or why it had to happen.
Not the first
Liv
time.
Morgan's theme, I finally heard it. Now I can speak on it, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Okay.
I feel like I'm watching TRL. It was very Britney Spears, like.
Well, that's my theory right there. I mean, whether you like it or you don't like it, to me, it looks like they're maneuvering Liv Morgan to be the face, or at least a face of the company. She's going to be the one doing the media appearances. She's going to be the one doing the talk shows. The music video is a strong indication. They're really putting hitching their wagon to her.
And they covered up that knot pretty good because I knew it was there, but I'm sure other people didn't. That was
and let's be honest. Like, Liv Morgan is an attractive young lady. She is good in the ring, and I think she's moderately articulate when she does interviews. I think she's fairly good at interviews. So maybe WWE sees something in her. I don't necessarily see it. I would kind of hitch my wagon to somebody more like a Bianca Belair, but we all know that her situation is different. You know, right now, especially after the announcement that was made tonight, which was amazing. We'll get to that in a second. But if they feel like Liv Morgan's the next big thing in women's wrestling, I have no problem with that. Do you guys? I don't have a problem with it. I just, I feel like they're forcing it, but they believe in her, I guess.
I felt the championship's going to get more looks because of the Judgment Day's positioning with this versus Stephanie Vaquer kind of was like, good wrestler, here's a good match. And that's fine. I don't know if that's what the WWE audience wants. Like, let's pretend this is another company on Wednesdays, and boom, you do that. She might get over because it's like, oh, this is a good wrestling match. You should go back and check out what Stephanie Vaquer did on this. Here, it's more so about, oh, look it, she's backstage in the segment with her homegirls, and she's got the championship. Hey, Dom, tonight we're going to be in a mixed tag match, blah, blah, blah. The title will get more screen time that way versus what they do now. And that's not, I'm not saying that's the right thing. I'm saying that's what they do. And I just want to make that clear for the audience, though, because someone will get on me. 6 minutes and 50 seconds after 12 minutes of entrances. Delayed Grats is coming with the stopwatch tonight on this stuff. Yeah. Liv ended up winning after help from Roxanne and Raquel, who at one point, Sean had an idea for them to be in this, which I thought would have probably been a little more exciting. But I will say, Stephanie.
Sounds like a good idea.
And I got to shout out JP, James. Ruthless Talk. I thought he made a great point about these two did do the best, like with the little bit that they were given, to hype up their match, make the fights look real, hit each other as hard as possible, so then people believe. And it worked on me at least. I was like, oh, okay, they got something here. They're trying.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I like Liv Morgan. Sean, you're not privy to this, but CJ knows that I've always liked Liv.
Okay.
Always liked her from the time that I first saw her up until now.
Mm-hmm.
To a certain extent, up until now. To tag on to your point here with her being face of WWE, I have no issues with that, except the fact that this is almost a little too late.
Almost a little too what?
Late.
For Liv?
Yes.
Okay.
Because she's been around for, let's say, all right, well, for argument's sake, we'll say she's been around for 15 plus years, right? She's been putting on pretty good matches before all of this culminated, you know what I mean? So I feel like she should have been pushed to be a face a little bit sooner, or one of the faces a little bit sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have Stephanie Vaquer, is it Vaquer? Because they
roll with it, brother.
They keep changing it.
Tomato, my brother.
Yeah. So you have her now. To me, she should be the face now, because she took WWE by storm.
She did.
She's going to wind up where Tiffany Stratton and all them were this year.
There you go.
Not on the card because you're pulling the rug from under them.
Yeah. You took the words. That's why I just said. I don't know if you guys heard me. I said she was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love both of them, but the direction that we're going with the women's division here, it's bad. I don't like it because here you had the greatest opportunity to create one of the greatest feuds between two women, and then yet you still mess it up to involve the rest of the group. You didn't need them. It should have been Liv telling them like, hey, listen, I appreciate you guys wanting to have my back, but this is personal now. I need to be one-on-one with her. I don't need your help for this.
But in WWE, they view that as protection because everything is a breadcrumb trail with them. Like they've been teasing dissension. Are they going to do it or is it going to be something else?
Yeah, but then they take too long to do the dissension.
I think Derek is right, Conrad. I think he's right. There's some truth to that because it's glaring on screen when you see him on television. It really is.
Yeah, what I'm bringing up is what they do as a company.
No, you're not wrong in that.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong either. I think two things can be right at the same time.
Yeah,
I just think that now we're in a situation where do we go from here? Because I'll ask you guys a question. There's certain times you have a WrestleMania feud that blows off and you do what you have to do for the match and you do believe it's going to continue. Like you knew that when Rock lost the title to Stone Cold at WrestleMania 15 that they would run it back at a later date. I feel like this is over. Now, as early as Monday, they can prove me wrong. But I feel like this is over. I believe Liv Morgan's going to take that belt and move on. That's the impression I got.
Yeah. I feel like, okay, so prime example. You take Austin and Rock. That feud was phenomenal, right? You bring back what happened. Well, I'm saying like as far as like the back and forth. The back and forth was phenomenal to me.
Mm-hmm.
You look at what happened between Liv and Stephanie. And then she comes back crazed. She looks crazed. This should have been where I come back, I am totally pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get this title away from you. But now the feud's over because I won it.
Yeah. T-Rex says that they're of similar age, peak at their times. He doesn't think it's too late for Liv. I know he was going back and forth on that. And then Guy Will Gamble, shout out to him. He said Raquel was looking at the belt heavy. This Judgment Day this is going to be the beginning of the end for Judgment Day, he thinks. Because
I love what Guy Will Gamble just said. I'm glad you highlighted that point because that kind of echoes what I'm saying. I think this goes directly to Raquel Rodriguez. And I think that Stephanie, dare I say, and it pains me to say it, dare I use the term afterthought?
We'll have to see what they try to put her in the mix.
Yeah, where's Stephanie Vaquer on Monday? Is Stephanie Vaquer going to walk out first thing Monday morning and say, I want my rematch? I don't think so. Not the impression I got.
And I feel like they kind of brushed that under the rug.
They did. They did.
I'm saying like with everything, it's like, all right, we're going to brush it on the rug. You got the title. We're done. We're moving on to the next one. Like sometimes you can't do that. In my opinion, you can't do that.
Sometimes I wish they would do that.
Yeah, sometimes they shouldn't do it. They shouldn't do it, but they do sometimes.
Well, for some things they should do it, but for something like that, I don't know. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I want to see a feud be a feud.
Well, if you got what you wanted, Derek, then on Monday the first thing Stephanie Vaquer is going to do is invoke her rematch clause. If that's the way it goes, if the way you want it to work out, Stephanie's not done. But the impression I got, and I think the impression Guy Will Gamble got, is that this is going to immediately transition into a Judgment Day feud.
Yeah.
We hope. John Cena comes back out. Boo, boo, doo, boo. He is out there, and he says that the attendance tonight is 50,816.
Give me a break.
Well, he said attendance. He didn't say paid.
Yeah.
So then Next comes out Bianca Belair.
Which was very nice.
It was good to see Bianca. She's out there whipping the hair. You see people going crazy for her. I was like, oh, okay, they still love Bianca. All right. Because sometimes at the end last year when she was around, I was like, man, y'all booing her pretty hard. I don't know what she did, but how can I miss you if you never go away? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Bianca comes out and then she said, you may have to readjust that attendance number. Unzips the front of her dress to unveil her stomach. And she reveals that she is pregnant. She is with child. Congratulations to her and Montez Ford. And then John Cena ups the number by 2 people because that's what he does. And he's like, oh, wait, the attendance is even higher than we thought. Yeah. This is why I don't like John Cena, by the way. That voice at the end there was just like, oh, yeah, this is great. Like, yeah, the voice of the narrator of the WWE, John Cena. Yeah. It's fine. It's what it is. That's what he was there to do, right? To host. But
congratulations to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it as positive as that.
Yeah, congratulations to them. I don't think it needed to
holla at me in like 3 months when Brandon Thurston gets them turnstile counts, and then everyone's gonna be mad. So
the true attendance was 67,000.
Yeah, I got some real thoughts about the Bianca thing. Real quick, number one, heartbroken that she's missed the last year because of this finger. I think the women's division has sorely missed her, and now we're going to miss her again for a good reason. The previous reason was poor. This reason is great. Bianca Belair, when it's all said and done, is going to miss 2 years.
Yeah.
At Bianca Belair, I'm going to be brief. Bianca Belair is the greatest currently contracted professional wrestler in the women's division. She is absolutely phenomenal. There's nobody, to me, you can shake. I'll listen to your retort in 1 second.
No, that wasn't at you. That was at what James said about Cena's segment got more time than the women's matches.
But that's a fact.
It did, which was unfair.
Yeah. But real quick, Bianca's the best wrestler in WWE in the women's division. And we're going to have to miss her for 2 years. Obviously, like I said, the first reason for the broken finger is a tragedy. This reason is a lot better. I'm so happy for her. But man, I mean, who's going to step up? Let's ask that question. Who's going to step up? Because Bianca Belair is the best. Who's going to step up?
You have Io Sky right there.
You're right.
You have Asuka.
It could be her. It could be if they put her in the right position.
You have Julia. You have people on NXT who are just by NXT's women's division is probably the best thing. Mm-hmm. You have people, call them up and use them. You have Chelsea Green. Mm-hmm. Use them. I know she's hurt, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you have people. Make a choice to stick with it.
Yeah.
King me.
Congratulations to Bianca and Montez. That's a fantastic thing. And hopefully Montez will get back to action as he prepares for fatherhood.
Yeah. Listen, congratulations to the both of them. Love the fact that you're bringing a new child or a new life. That's what I was trying to say.
There you go.
A new life into this world. Bless both of you. You two will do an excellent job. Can't wait for you to come back because you have been one of the better spots for the women's division in the last few years.
I'll go on the record, my guy Derek, and tell you what I think. Bianca Belair is the best professional women's wrestler on the planet Earth. I don't think there's anybody better, and I know that's highly debatable because there's great professional wrestlers in the game today. But I think pound for pound, athleticism, charisma, I think she's the best in the world.
No, she can show and prove without a doubt. Yep. She can definitely show and prove without a doubt. I can't wait for her to come back so that we can try to break up the monotony of repeating things.
Yeah, it's been a full year. It looks like we might be waiting another year. So we're here with that. It looks like WrestleMania 43 still going to Saudi Arabia. Don't care. Wow. I don't care.
Just wow.
Main event time.
Main event time. Golly, just hearing those two words, main event, makes me sick after watching what I watched tonight.
WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton with Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee comes out. Yay, we don't care. He got booed. People did not care. Randy Orton came out. They tried to do. I was like, please don't do that snake from WrestleMania 33 stuff, please, because I was there and I was like, what is this? Cody comes out. They had like all of his attires that he wore like throughout his career. what did he debut in that? The Green Bay colors, the green and yellow boots. They had the dashing Cody Rhodes. They had all that stuff lined up. He comes out with the gold helmet. We know how this goes, right? Cody comes down. It's great. Cody's jacket was cool. I could see why people would love his entrance. It was cool. And I thought the people were behind him, at least during the entrance portion. But boy, did that change in this match. Derek loved that. Derek said A+ for Pat McAfee hitting Cody with that mic the way he did. Boom. And he was just like, get him.
A+.
Pat ended up getting taken out, stretchered out because Jelly Roll did a splash on him. He got hit with the crossroads, put on the table. Jelly Roll comes off like Akeem, like just out of nowhere, one-man gang, just elbow drops him. It was ridiculous. They bring out a stretcher for Pat McAfee. They're like, oh no, poor Pat. Stretchered him off, carted him off. Sean, jump in anytime you want to stop me with any of this stuff if you got something. But
Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll were in the main event of WrestleMania. Let that watch over you.
No time for Carmelo, sir. No time. I don't get it. After that, they go through everything. Randy Orton. They mentioned Randy Orton has a back injury, and I was like, okay, where's this coming from? It's never good when you're listening to the match. They start making excuses about stuff. There's a rumor that Randy Orton's back's been torn up all week, and I was just like, here we go. Randy's bleeding. Cody's bleeding. Whatever. We get to.
I don't even know if Randy was like really. That was just like a.
He didn't have that baby aspirin, but he was bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I'm talking about. Somehow Cody ended up bleeding after they exchanged finishers with each other. Cody's bleeding now. Whatever. He's got the classic 80s wrestler's hair. It works. They're trading punches. We get a ref bump. Cody poked Randy in the eye. And I'm interested to hear what you guys thought on this. RKO to the ref because Randy can't see. Well, obviously Randy's not behind you, but whatever. Maybe they had a plan. Pat McAfee runs out in the neck brace after he catches Cody with a RKO out of midair. Whatever. He goes for the pin. Pat can't even count that right. So then Randy looks at him and is like, you messed up. RKO. Done with you. I'm done. Then he ends up getting caught in the crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody wins. And I was like, that's it? That's the end of this match? What? I was just like, okay. And it felt like SmackDown. Like it felt like, okay. Oh boy. Can't wait for the big pay-per-view match coming up in a couple weeks. And that's how it went off the air. And I was just like, all right. And that's not how it went off the air, though. You think that's what's about to happen. Cody's in the ring celebrating, and Orton gets up, and he snatches the belt from him like it's a jump ball, Sean. Like, let's go next. Boom. Belt shot to the head. Punts Cody. That's great and all. And then he stands over him, and it ends like Credit Boys. Like, their names pop up, and I'm like, that's how we're going off the air? Like a cliffhanger for SmackDown or for night 2?
I came on the air with you two gentlemen obviously making a joke about this being Friday Night SmackDown. And what a great SmackDown it was. The premise behind the joke was the fact that tonight was not WrestleMania worthy. That ending was not WrestleMania worthy. I don't need to see Jelly Roll in the main event of WrestleMania getting physically involved. I don't need to see Pat McAfee in the main event of WrestleMania getting physically involved. It's really a shame, guys. And I'm going to give it back to you because I don't really have the words to truly articulate how I feel. But there's a level of disappointment that really set in with this show. Like, I think, and to me, the sad part is that I almost expected it. It was like, the whole like holding. I don't know how you guys do it. But for me, there's always that 1%, and it's only 1%, but there's always been that 1% of maybe The Rock will show up, maybe Stone Cold will show up, maybe something crazy is going to happen. But tonight, I really walked into tonight's show just believing, they're going to do a straight finish, and Cody's going to win. I just was like, this is going to go exactly the way we don't want it to go. Cody's going to retain this title. And that's exactly what happened. It's really a shame. That's WrestleMania. That's a shame, bro. That's a shame, guys.
Well, Pat McAfee's gone then, right? He's not going to return to wrestling.
Allegedly.
That's what he said, right? Yeah, he said no sauce dry. Den had a good point for us before. He said, yeah, that was Stephanie's promo. His actions were a result of Stephanie telling him what he needed to do. Den, I hear you. I even think that you could say that makes sense if you are with the promo. I never understood why Stephanie had to be involved in the first place, though. What does she have to do with this? What did any of this have to do with that?
It's getting Stephanie more. It's getting Stephanie camera time in 2026.
To go nowhere. There's no comeuppance. There's no point. Yep. This is leading to nowhere. And this is, once again, do not waste my time. I do not need to see you there if there's not going to be like the payoff for this. Don't put stuff on there just to put stuff on there.
And to give it more, give my earlier statements a little bit more validity, Derek Conrad. Again, I came on the year joking about SmackDown, but let's be serious. It probably wasn't SmackDown. This felt like Backlash. And that's tonight felt like Judgment Day, Backlash, King of the Ring. Tonight felt like a regular. This was not WrestleMania worthy. I'd be kidding when I say it was SmackDown. Maybe that's a little bit extreme, but it felt like Backlash.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. We're at that point, man, where we're gonna give our grade, I guess, for the show. Derek knows mine. Sean, I'm looking at you first.
The show was a D.
I said C minus.
The show was a D.
C minus, because I got to give them credit for at least doing stuff with the time. Not worst WrestleMania of all time, but definitely like, ugh.
Yeah, the show was a D.
It's definitely low on the list.
Yeah, I was gonna say it ain't in the middle. I'll tell you that for me.
C minus.
All right, you changed. Derek was leaning towards C. He was being very kind, I thought.
I was. You know what? I was gonna say C plus because this wasn't like a pay-per-view that we went into and we expected. Well, I won't say that we expected a lot, but we went into the pay-per-view hoping that we were gonna get something good, and it didn't like totally bomb out. It didn't just like present itself and then just drop out of it. You know what I mean? Right. It was like this did have good moments to it, good bright spots to it. Like the whole thing. Okay, Paige, happy to see you back. Yada yada yada. You're getting people involved. You showcase the women more.
Right.
Well, and that's one of my big arguments. Tonight was about the ladies for sure.
Yeah, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah. And that's one of my big arguments. Is 3 matches better than one quality women's match? Because that's the complaint you hear, that there's not enough women's matches in certain promotions. Would you rather have 1 quality match or just 3 matches on the card? I get that you may be a fan of people who don't get as much TV time. I understand that completely. I'd rather have 1 quality match than 3 matches just be on the card.
But you know what though? Like you know me because we watch wrestling all the time. I've always said within the past few years that the women's division entirely needs to be reworked because they deserve to have that time. They deserve to get that work in. No one cared about the women's division because you didn't care about it. So if you didn't care about it, how were we supposed to care about it? But then when promotions started caring about it because people were voicing it, then we started making it better and better. I'm like, shoot, I got to the point where I'm like, I don't care about the men. Show me the women. I want to see what they're doing. Because right now they're the ones that's killing it.
And to that point, it's not like they don't have a blueprint. Evolution was the best pay-per-view of 2025. The best pay-per-view in WWE of 2025 was Evolution. All you have to do is copy and paste. It's not even that hard. You got Io Sky, you got Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley's facing Jade tomorrow night, but you have the young ladies in the organization that can make this situation better. What are we doing? Tonight was pathetic.
Don't bring me that Triple H yesteryear garbage anymore. It's over. I'm done hearing about WrestleMania 40. I do not care. This is about now.
You have both all the companies right now. I will not say to like a global degree here. I won't say that. I will say highly. You have women in each company who are very talented at what they do, and you do not utilize them.
What we do,
like you have young girls who look up to these women, and those are their heroes. But yet you squander that with the BS that you give them. They don't understand that it's BS, but we understand it.
That's a fact.
Listen, they got tomorrow to make up for this, right? We said C- today. I think I'm hoping Sean's willing to give them, like, they got maybe the extra credit, right, with the D. And we're like, all right, you got the C-. Well, you got till tomorrow. Fix the rest of this, all right? They got 6 matches that I hope can deliver. Let's just real quick just run through them. You got Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi. That's one that people should be looking forward to. This is going to be on ESPN as well. It's a big time matchup.
This should be one of your longest matches.
No, this should probably be quick, in my opinion. Let Oba make quick work. Oba is the new, Brock is the old. I'm with get him out of here.
Well, the only reason why I say that because we got 2 powerhouses.
Quick. Get in and out. Push Oba. Me and Sean have said you cannot screw this up.
Well, I mean,
they could, but I'm saying in my mind, there's no room for error.
Shouldn't be.
We got the ladder matches.
This should be your shortest match.
No. Ladder match? They're going to definitely take their sweet time with this, I would imagine.
No, the reason why I say this should be your shortest match because I don't care about any one of these people in this match.
No, they're going to go about 40, I think, 30 or 40, because Brock and Oba is going to be short.
Yeah. And then, how do you not care about Penta?
Because of what they're doing with Penta. I don't care.
Well, Penta's the Intercontinental Champion.
He is, but how many times did he have to get beat up in order to get this opportunity?
Okay, that's fair.
All right. You got Dom and the Demon. Me and Sean have already talked about the Demon just being introduced, and Sean says that the Demon character is not needed.
Completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary.
This should be a personal match.
We need Balor Club, Finn Balor. That's all we needed. We didn't need the Demon.
Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. I don't know what this gingerbread man stuff is. I saw the video. Yes, I saw Lash dancing in the background. People are laughing. Little Yachty's on it. Sami Zayn is being bullied is what it sounds like, which sounds terrible. But the people, it sounds like they want to do a double turn. So if that's what they want, give them what they want. Make Trick the face and Sami the heel.
Honestly, I would say this is probably the match that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, it's going to be a changing of the guard, so I'm looking forward to it as well.
A tough one, which I think someone's going to get hurt either way in this one. And I mean, they're character-wise, at least for a little bit. Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley. If Jade wins, Rhea Ripley got beat up by 3 people that she probably shouldn't have. But maybe you could still save her. If Rhea wins, y'all formed this group to do what? And you lost already?
Yeah, this is my second match that I look forward to. But I do see that issue, like, It doesn't seem like it's going to work on either side the way that it should.
I'm happy for B-Fab and Michin because they're going to get a chance to walk the aisle at Mania, where otherwise they would have never had that opportunity unless it was a battle royal. But other than that, I couldn't care less about this match.
Rob said the 3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment, TKO.
I feel like the women's match should have a good amount of time for this. Not decent. It should be a good amount of time. That's 2 strong women.
And what will main event for the World Heavyweight Championship? CM Punk, Roman Reigns. I hope they got something better than what they did tonight.
I think they will, but I don't care for this match. I only care for this match because of the promos.
They talk like they were going to knock our socks off, boys. So
what WWE has done, gentlemen, especially with the Sunday card, in my opinion, is really backloaded themselves. They are giving the indication, which I refuse to believe because I'm not a sucker. They are making us believe or putting a thought in our head that this is going to be a fantastic match, that there's going to be twists, turns, storyline shifts in this match. They're going to give us 45 minutes of epic television during this match, because the only thing I'm really looking forward to in the undercard is Trick and Sami. Not really thrilled about Jade versus Rhea. Not really thrilled about the ladder match. Not really thrilled about Demon Finn Balor going up against Dom Mysterio. So what we're saying is, you know what? Main event. Listen, this is going to be the main event, not just of the night. It's going to be the main event of the weekend. We're going to make you forget about Cody. We're going to make you forget about Randy. We're going to send everybody home from Vegas and everybody in TV land on ESPN, Netflix, anywhere else happy. The problem is I don't believe them. I don't believe them. It has potential. I've thrown out the possibility of the Usos turning. I've thrown out the possibility of LA Knight joining the Vision. There's so many things that are on the table. All I'm going to say, if I were you, don't get your hopes up.
I got 2 out of 6 matches that I care about. The rest of them I don't.
Which 2?
Jade and Rhea, and Sami Zayn and Trick. I love Sami Zayn. I like Trick. I love Rhea. I'm okay with Jade. I don't like. You know what? I won't even hold that against Jade. I don't like what they've done with Jade. I think what they've done with Jade has turned me sour towards her, and I feel like she's not really speaking up about it.
Well, they remixed the baddies. As happy as I am for B-Fab and Michin, all that it's been plug and paste. B-Fab is Red Velvet, and what's her name? Something Gray is Michin, right? Or
Layla Gray.
Yeah, Miley Gray is Michin.
Yeah,
So
I can do without them being held for Jade.
Yeah, I mean, it's
no.
And let me ask you this question too, gentlemen. Let's say something crazy happens. Let's say my vision, no pun intended, of LA Knight joining the Vision and helping CM Punk win this match, and CM Punk turning heel and realigning himself with Paul Heyman, or the bloodline gets back together and something crazy happening in that main event. Let's say something really does blow our minds during the main event. Does that make up for everything else? Not to me.
No. It's kind of like the build. People forget the build to this show. And I'm like, I remember WrestleMania 31's build, Gargar. And this is in the same predicament, Gargar. So hopefully they live up to the hype for us tomorrow. And we will be right back here. We got you guys if you need it. If you guys want, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Show some love. Got some cool videos up. I'm sure that this might be overtaking the channel. We'll see how many views it ends up getting. But we will be back tomorrow with Night 2. And we will try to bring you guys the best of it again. Honest review. That's what we're here for. Make sure that you guys are rocking with Sean. I just put his channel in there as well. And we are out. Sean, can you end it with your usual words here?
Yeah, man. Hopefully tomorrow night's going to be better, but it's always good to be with you guys. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the chat. God bless. Be encouraged. Until tomorrow night, always remember, evil never prevails.